Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to DJ TLM TV. My name is DJ TLM, and this is going to be my quick review of the new Pitch and Time expansion pack for Serato DJ. Now, with the arrival of Serato DJ 1.6, there were a couple of new updates, including a Quantize function and the ability to name your cue points, something that you could do in Serato Scratch Live, but you couldn't do that with Serato DJ yet. Now, with 1.6, you can name all 8 of your cue points. They also had a new effects pack called Jetpack, and that's an effects expansion pack. They already had a couple, and they're all $19 a piece, and they even have a bundled price for all 3 effect packs for $49. And the one that everyone's talking about is the Pitch and Time expansion pack, which is to replace your normal key lock in Serato. Now, if you've used Serato and you tried the key lock in Scratch Live or Serato DJ, it's not good. It's not good at all. I don't use key lock, not for normal mixing, but in certain circumstances it could be very cool to use the key lock, but not the one in Serato. It's not good at all. So the Pitch and Time expansion pack will replace your normal key lock, but it is an expansion pack, so you're going to have to buy that for $29. And that has people talking. Some people feel it should be free, others can understand why it is an expansion pack and not a normal update. So I bought it. I'm going to test it so you can see if it's worth the $29. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the normal key lock and the Pitch and Time version. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so I have a track loaded right here. You're going to recognize the beat if you've seen the Saturday session and some of my tutorials. Let me set a loop. Now I have the pitch range set to 50. So I'm going to go extreme on this one just so that we can clearly hear the difference. Now this is the normal key lock button. It's already activated right now. Yeah. So I'm going to speed it up, and then I'm going to switch between normal key lock and Pitch and Time. And after that I'm going to slow it down and switch again. It's definitely starting to mess with the sound already. Now you can clearly hear it's eating up the drums and messing up the sound. So now let's switch between the two. The sound is sounding better, and the drums, I can hear all the drums again. Let me switch again. Especially that clap. The clap is being eaten alive right now. With Pitch and Time, I can hear a lot more of that clap. Now, as you can see, I have Pitch and Time activated, and you see the different button right now. Now, if that wasn't clear for you, the difference, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slow it down. And when I slow it down, you're going to hear the difference even more. Ooh, that's bad. Do you hear what it's doing to the sound? Now, as you can tell, the drums are almost double, and the sound is just being torn apart right now. So let's go to Pitch and Time. Now that is a big difference. No double drums, and the sound is intact. Let me switch it. Normal key lock, Pitch and Time. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious that there's a big difference between the normal key lock and Pitch and Time, especially when I slowed it down. the difference was remarkable. I mean, with the normal key lock, the drums were almost double. They were torn apart that far, and the sound, the samples were just not what they used to be. And when you heard the pitch and time, the drums were intact and the sound was clear as can be. I mean, it's stretched out, of course, because I was slowing it down to -50. That's a lot. But it was still the sound, the same sound. So I can hear the difference when I speed it up, but when I slow it down, it's incredible. So if you're into using the pitch in a more extreme fashion, there's no doubt in my mind that the expansion pack would be a good investment. Like I said, I normally don't really use key lock, not just because key lock on Serato didn't work well, but with my normal mixing, I don't really need it. But for certain projects, I sometimes do mixtapes for artists, and they want me to mix their new original material, but they don't want their new original material to sound different than it is. And if I don't use a key lock, and even if I only pitch it up like 3 or 4%, you're going to hear that difference unless you use key lock. So with pitch and time, that wouldn't be a problem. And maybe for some live remixing or some crazy stuff, and you want to take an instrumental and really speed it up or really slow it down to do some crazy stuff with it, with pitch and time, it's going to sound a lot better than the normal key lock. So the decision is still yours. And yeah, it would have been very cool if Serato would have just made this a free update, but they didn't. So I mean, you should have a good working key lock, and you don't get a good working key lock. But if you intend to use it, $29 is not that much for some really good software. So the choice is yours, but now you clearly heard the difference, and you know that if you want to invest, this is definitely worth the money. So I hope that helps you out, and if it did, make sure that you click like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Check djtlmtv.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace.